My name is Justin Sgro. I am born and raised in Western PA, about 45 miles east of Pittsburgh, in a very small town, Blairsville, Pennsylvania. I grew up in a family of six. Now, my father was very old school Italian. He always wanted to be the sole breadwinner, and we didn't grow up with very much. I grew up in a single wide trailer on the family farm, but I never went without. My father played in the NHL. Prior to meeting my mom. He wanted me to play hockey, so I learned how to ice skate at 3 years old. Started playing competitively at 4, so I moved out to Helena as a 15-year-old kid, went to high school out there and lived with a host family. I chose to go to UCO in Central Oklahoma. It was a brand new Division I program my freshman year. I ended up being an All-American on the ice. I graduated college with a 3.5, so that was tough for me. I actually signed a professional contract that summer after my senior year. And I played for, ironically enough, I played for about 6 months. I quit because I hurt my shoulder. My dad's really good at sales. He was really good at hockey. I go, hopefully the apple doesn't fall far from the tree twice, right? I ended up being pretty good at hockey, so figured I'd be pretty good at sales as well. And I started applying to direct sales company, and I found Nelson Figueroa's office in Pittsburgh. I worked in his office for about 3 weeks, and my agent called and had another team for me to go play. The opportunity to play professional sport, doesn't happen a lot for a lot of people. And the fact that I had a second chance at it, I needed to go do it. So I left. I went and played for about a month. And ironically enough, the league that I was in, every single team went bankrupt. I say that I officially started in our business in January of 2011. I opened up my first office in Denver, Colorado in June of 2012. I promoted a couple outside deals while I was there for about a year and a half. And I packed a suitcase and I moved to Conshohocken, Pennsylvania, lived in a residence inn, was officially in Philadelphia March of 14. After about a month of being here in April, my father passed away suddenly. We were on the way to my bachelor party and he had a massive heart attack in the Philadelphia airport. And for a long time, I thought my why in this business, why I did what I did, was for him. And I really wanted to come through for him. And when he was gone, I didn't know what I was doing this for anymore. And it was probably the worst couple of months I've ever had running a business. And I went to call my mother on the way to the office, and for I hit a pothole or something. I ended up hitting my dad's number, and I heard his voicemail. Obviously, I kind of broke down, and in that moment, I started thinking, would my father be really proud of me right now? Would he be happy with the way that I was acting? And without a doubt, no. That turned everything around for me. And I realized what my real why was, right? My why is to be the man that he was to us, right? For my family, to come through for my wife, to come through for my kids. I think the highlight of my life really is, the birth of my children. I have 2 kids that look up at me, and she's like, "Daddy, you're my hero," and it just melts my heart. My wife, she's been a trooper. I mean, she's been by my side. She's and I've had rough days, weeks, months. She's been there to push me and keep going. So I feel like I have the opportunity of changing people's lives. I've grown a lot. I've matured a lot. I think having my 2 girls has softened me up a lot. I want to be the guy or the boss or the owner of the company that my girls would be proud to work for, right? So it's changed the way that I've recruited, right? The quality and the character of people that I want in my company. At the end of the day, the only thing that you can't do is give up. As long as you don't give up, you have a phenomenal attitude, phenomenal work ethic, you're going to get to where you're going, and you're going to get to where you want to be.